everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do the first video in a series that I will be starting in 2021, which I hope to do quarterly updates on, and that is our net worth. So if you've never tracked your net worth before, net worth is basically the value of your assets that a person or a corporation owns. So typically this is done by businesses, and that is the assets minus the liabilities. So it's a very important metric to keep track of, because it kind of shows how your finances are progressing as time passes. So I started tracking this, I think in November was the first month that I actually had sat down and tracked this. And it's been a really interesting metric to look at monthly. I probably will be doing videos on this quarterly just because it doesn't tend to change too much from month to month. So I think I will plan to do this quarterly. So the next update will probably be sometime in April. So basically what we're gonna do is I'm gonna list out my assets, and then I'm gonna subtract off my liabilities, and what number is left will be my estimated net worth. So another thing to mention is the fact that these numbers are my real numbers. However, they are rounded off just for simplicity, because I didn't want to deal with a bunch of odd numbers and change. So these are real numbers, but they are rounded off. So the first section, assets, we do own a home, and so I will include our home value. So this is a number that I'm using from our most recent appraisal. We refinanced our home in October, and this was our estimated appraisal for our home. I do feel like this is a pretty good estimate, and I do feel like we could probably get closer to 250 or maybe even more based on some of the updates we've done to our home. So I do think that this is a good value. If you're curious about your home value, there's a lot of sites that can give you an estimate, like Zillow or realtor.com. A lot of times those do end up being a little bit high, so just keep that in mind if you want to lower it just for purposes of the net worth. This is not an exact number, of course, so these are all basically just estimated numbers. So next, we do have an HSA, which is a health savings account. We do have a high deductible health plan, so we participate in my company's HSA plan, and the current value of that is $3,100. A lot of people do use the HSA as a retirement savings tool. That is not our intention with this right now. Luckily for us, we did not have very many medical bills in 2020, so we do have a little bit of a cushion there, but we do intend to use that for health medical costs or dental or vision costs going forward. So that's not necessarily something that we're trying to save. That's just kind of how it ended up being in 2020. So next is savings, and this is also cash on hand. So this includes our checking account buffer, which I try to keep between $400 to $500 in our checking account as a buffer. So our current balance for the checking account buffer, our emergency fund, and all of our sinking funds is $15,500. That is a little bit higher because one of our goals in 2021 is to purchase a new vehicle. So we have been saving a little bit extra every month towards that. So that is padding that a little bit. We tend to keep about $6,000 to $7,000 in our emergency fund. I think we have about $6,600 in there right now. And then the rest are just miscellaneous sinking funds, and then that car savings fund. So the next would be our retirement accounts. So this is actually my husband and my own accounts for retirement. So this is not just my account, of course. This is all of this money is my husband and I's. So this is a net worth for really a family of four at this point. So our retirement accounts are right now at $103,000. And then the last asset that we currently have is my car. I'm just putting $4,000 here. I think that's a pretty good estimate. It might honestly be a little bit high, but again, these are mostly just estimates. So next we will move on to liabilities. So of course we have a mortgage for our home. That current balance is $213,000. That balance actually was a little bit lower in 2020, but we did refinance and we had some fees that wrapped into the new loan. So it did go up a little bit, which was a little weird to see, but our payment had dropped about $300 a month. So it was definitely worthwhile for us to do the refinance. And then the only other liability we have is my debt, my student loan debt, which as of December 31st is $64,700. So if we add all of our assets up together and then we subtract off all of our liabilities, our total net worth, drum roll please, is $92,900. So I'm excited because I definitely think in 2021 we will see a six-figure net worth, which is incredible. The first time that I calculated this, I honestly had no idea what to expect, and I kind of expected a negative. I think our net worth, I do have it on my Instagram if you're curious. I have our net worth for November and December. I think our net worth in November was around $65,000. Our retirement accounts have done quite a bit of growing in 2020 just because of all the market fluctuations and everything. And then obviously we have paid off a significant amount of debt even just in those 2 months of November and December. So that has had a huge impact on our net worth. So we're currently at 92,000. I feel like that's a really great place for us to be right now, especially since we started the year with 6 figures worth of student loan debt and we have attacked it and haven't really been putting a ton of money into like savings or retirement. We do both contribute currently 5% of our pre-tax money into our 401ks. That is the minimum amount to receive the maximum match at both of our companies. So we do take advantage of that. I do not contribute any extra right now, but once our debt is paid off, then we will start contributing more to retirement. So I know this was a really quick video, but I just wanted to give you guys an update and let you know that this is a series that I will be starting in 2021, and I hope that you guys will do it with me. If you share your net worth on YouTube or Instagram, please tag me. I would love to see it. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Bye guys.